What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the GOONCAST. Hope you guys had a great weekend, and hope you guys loved our Halloween episode.
Yeah, it was great.
You guys looked amazing, dude.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it,
And-
Raymond. Always.
Who was your favorite, Raymond?
Did you actually watch it, Raymond? Because we just uploaded yesterday.
I saw like the first couple of seconds, but I saw your costume. It was pretty good.
Who got the best one?
Yeah, who has the best costume?
Maybe Alex, I would say, dude.
Hey, that's what's up.
But
That's what's up.
it was pretty hard, man.
It was
to choose.
yeah. But you can't beat Itachi or Akatsuki. You know?
Yeah.
Man, you can't beat Will's Waddle, bro.
All right, we have a very special guest today. First time ever coming on.
Yes, sir. Thanks,
He's our friend from high school.
Thanks
Been
for
our
having
friend
me.
for a very long time. He does all the dirty work for us. He gets down and dirty for us.
Dude, I wish,
He always
dude.
has our back. And his name is Raymond,
Thanks
which
for
is
having me.
AKA the game,
Damn,
the
The game.
the god. So
Just GG right there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, thanks for having me, dude.
Yeah,
It's
what's
kind
up,
of
bro?
an honor. Pretty good.
what's been going on in your life? You got anything to share?
Yeah, so I put in my 2 weeks last week, so this is my last week of work. So after that, it's just gonna be kind of enjoying life and kind of applying on the side. But it's been something I wanted to do for a while.
Exciting.
Dude, is it because you were just kind of burnt out from the job, or you're
It-
getting kind of too complacent in the sense that you want like a change?
I feel like it was all three. So me and Brandon kind of talked about it. I feel like
Yeah.
every day was kind of like a perpetual cycle of like work, go to sleep, work, and then I feel like I just kind of wanted like to turn the next page in my
Right,
life
right.
because I knew I didn't kind of want to do this long term. So it was like, okay, if I'm going to make the decision, I'm going to kind of do it now. So it was kind of perfect because I kind of wrapped up like all my jobs and stuff that I had to do. So it was kind of a good opportunity that. And then I was talking to some friends and they're like, it's kind of good to get like a mental reset as well.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying, because I did the same thing, and Kevin did the same thing as
Yeah.
well, where we basically left at the same time. They wanted us back from COVID. Operation starts, and we're just like, I'm not really enjoying my job either,
Yeah.
mentally. And for Kevin as well, he's like, he needs to get that push
Yeah.
to actually start school and stuff. Maybe he could come on and he could talk more about that, but
Yeah.
that's a good reset. I totally understand.
I feel like we're just all in that like midlife crisis. We're like, dude, what do we want to do? Like,
Quarter
I
life
feel like
crisis.
quarter life-
Quarter-
yeah,
quarter
quarter
life
life
We're not at
crisis.
the midlife. Yeah.
100%, because like Ming talked to me about it before, about life, and
Yeah.
some of the general things he mentioned is what I've been thinking about as well.
Yeah.
And now you mentioned it too, about wanting to flip to the next page. That's something that I thought of as well. So,
Yeah.
and pretty sure Brandon as well. So yeah, we're all in like the quarter life crisis, and so it's so real because we're all 25, 26.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's when it started.
22, man.
You're 22?
We're oldest.
Wait, I was like, wait, for the longest time, I was like, you're our age. No.
No.
I'm
dude,
just-
he's
I'm just-
22.
I'm just trying to artificially make myself feel better.
Yeah, dude.
21.
Yeah. But yeah, it exists, man.
Yeah.
Like, it really started when I hit 25, and it's just like, that year was terrible, and this year's a little better, but still trying to figure things out.
No, I think it's kind of cool how you guys did a podcast. I'm like, that's pretty cool. It's like something you guys kind of wanted to do, and then you guys are being pretty disciplined with it. I think that's pretty cool. So props to all the three of you guys, like, honestly.
Thank you. I think we want to make sure we're consistent, at least.
Yeah.
Right. Even though it's like
Yeah.
2 weeks
We'll get better.
upload, but we're at least doing it every 2
We got
weeks.
those
and we're-
ideas though,
yeah. So
Yeah.
things are changing, but anything else, or you guys could chime in too, because I know we were doing a lot of things together.
Went to slander, dude.
Yeah.
That was the
We
way.
went
Slander.
to Yamcha.
Yamcha, slander,
Slander.
but let's talk about slander. That's a
Let's
little
talk
more
about it.
interesting
Yeah,
than
yeah.
Yamcha,
This
you
guy
know?
came kind of late, dude.
I think let's pass it over to the birthday boy. I think he has more to say than me.
Pass over. I got birthday shots like every hour.
Yeah, we went
So it was
to.
Brandon's birthday.
Yeah, it was a birthday rave for Brandon. His first one back.
Yes.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
It was good.
It was very good, but it ended way too early.
Yeah, it ended way too
It
early.
went at 11:15 because he had an after party.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why? Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So Yeah, you were pissed. You were telling me you were hella mad.
Because I was at the bar most of the time. And I was
you're-
like,
all right,
I came back and I was like, what the fuck? It's already over?
Dude, yeah, I felt bad because when I came in, I was basically at the bar giving him the drink, and then one of our friends was kind of like, it was a bit too much downstairs, so he went upstairs. So then he came out with us. I'm like, hey, Brandon, it's your birthday. You should go downstairs. And he's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, there you ain't,
Yeah.
dude. And then I bought this guy a double shot, and he didn't even take it. But then 10 minutes later, when your colleague or Trevor came over, he bought him a shot. He just took the whole thing, dude.
Hey,
With
yo, he
disrespect.
got me a double shot. I couldn't down it in
Yeah.
like one shot, bro.
and,
That's fucking a lot.
and it's Chanko, you know.
Yeah.
Like you gotta.
I gotta be courteous to
Yeah,
people
yeah.
who buy me the drinks. Hey, bro, you
You
bought
gotta-
me too.
you-
I gotta slow down.
You gotta show up when it's Chanko's around, you know.
Yeah.
He's gonna call you out.
I
so.
drank half though.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
That
hey.
2 shots. You drank 1 shot.
That's one shot, dude. It's one shot of Don Julio. That's intense.
But he
gotta-
did drink a lot.
Yeah,
I bought him
it's
something
intense.
too. So
Yeah, I asked him prior. I was like, "Are you sure you can take this?" He's like, "Yeah, man."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Is this the alcohol talking or is this the Brandon talking?" He's like, "I don't know,
the
man."
alcohol.
I don't know, man.
yeah. All right. Anything else from Slander or your
any
life in general?
Any highlights?
Any highlights?
No, it was just a good time.
Just a good time.
Shots and friends. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. It was a good time. Excited for Millennium. It's gonna be
Yeah, I'm ready
even
for it.
better.
We're gonna go
For
hard,
sure.
Okay.
I'll be there earlier, guys.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure you come earlier,
I'll be
buddy,
there earlier.
because it's gonna be packed. Line's gonna be
yeah.
long, and the parking lot's definitely gonna get full.
All right,
so.
next time, dude, you and me, we should bring alcohol.
Yeah, we could be.
Yeah, yeah.
We
How
should-
much of the show you caught? I heard you only got like 40 minutes, Raymond.
Like
Not
on the
much.
floor, probably like 30 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
Like on the floor. I literally was like, I got in, I was like, all right, it's my boy's birthday, let me go get him a shot. It was probably 10 o'clock by then, and then
Yeah.
my other friend was like gone, so I had to say like, what's up to him. So it
And
was
then,
probably
bro,
10,
and then
15.
Choco came along, and we were like, oh, another shot.
Yeah, so then we
Okay.
went down, and then we saw Kelly and Ivan them, so we went over there. So we went back to the bar, and then Trevor, that's when he came, so we went back to the
And then
bar
he's
too.
like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I want to get more shots.
Yeah, and then Trevor's like friends were like, hey, this is my friend Kelly, and we're like, he was like, oh, it's this guy's birthday, and then he was like gonna buy him a drink, and then the guy gives me a drink too. I'm like, oh, it's not me too, dude. And he buys Brian Park's drink, so this guy was drinking the whole night, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I was drinking
At least, yeah,
nonstop the whole
yeah.
night.
It just ended way too early. You get, yeah. But after party,
After party
which is
was-
all right.
it was all right.
It was all right.
Slander was just like, he just went kind of hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But it was
But-
pretty crowded, though.
yeah. It was.
How was the after party for you guys? Since we didn't go, well, I didn't go. Yeah.
It's good for you.
It was all right for me, honestly.
Decent.
Decent.
If you stay longer, you know.
Oh. Dude, yeah. I mean, I
tell
told
us
you
what
guys
happened, dude.
off
Tell us
camera
what
already, but just met this girl, kind of unintentionally because I was just dancing,
Just like vibing, right? Just
Vibing,
dancing,
exactly,
yeah.
because you guys were sitting behind me,
Yeah, I was just
and I
chilling.
was just facing the stage, kind of, and just doing my thing. And this girl turned to me.
Not surprised, good looking guy. I mean,
handsome as fuck. Got the dance moves,
Dude,
too.
honestly, not really surprised.
Shit, dude.
Oh my god, dude!
As long
The-
as he's having fun, that's
Wait,
what they're
wait.
attracted to.
Wait, just a girl or girls? Like plural, bro.
Just a girl, bro. It's probably you if you came along, honestly.
Because I wasn't there, bro. That's why they all came over.
But yeah, so I turned too because I felt the her body language, right? She's welcoming.
What is that? If you can mimic that, like welcome.
Yeah.
Can you, like,
can you show us on
Visually
camera?
show us.
Because it's
You don't have to show that.
No, she was just she was just facing me.
Very
right?
open,
So
right?
very
Yeah.
open, very
Like-
welcoming.
like-
arms open.
Arms
Yeah,
open, like-
because a lot of times when
Yeah,
you're at the
man.
club, they're really
Tense.
girls.
Like,
They
tight.
have the right. I understand. They want. There's a lot of guys. They're always trying to get at someone. They know coming in that probably gonna get hit on. So they're gonna get with their friends. They're gonna I understand that, but yeah, she was just facing me. I was like, okay. I faced her, right? Just like, hey, hype each other up, and then we started headbanging. Brandon
Yeah, I
saw
saw.
the thing.
It was intense.
So I just like she has good vibes. She introduced me
Yeah.
to her friends too. He was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, this is the person," and then she went to the restroom though. So I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna wait with her group.
Yeah.
I'm gonna introduce myself again to her friends properly, right?
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah, just be
Yeah.
like, hey, it's okay if I
Good-looking
dance
guy.
with her or something. And then the guy was like, go ahead or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, are they close or not? I'm not sure. And she took a while. We're about to leave.
Yeah, at this point it's already like 2.
Yeah, it was like 2 something. Everyone's tired, and I don't want to stay around and be by myself, honestly.
Yeah.
But I was like, I told Kevin, I was like, wait a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I at least I want to see if I could get her IG, and
Yeah.
maybe that way I can
All up.
follow up. Exactly.
All right,
Yeah.
well, we're going to
But then I got ghosted, so.
Honestly,
End of story.
but I mean, you shouldn't feel bad about it. I feel like the biggest regret I had, like kind of the beginning years, because I was super stiff, was like that feeling of like, what if, that regret. It's just like,
Oh.
So the fact that you kind of put yourself out there and just was like, hey, can I like get your
Yeah,
IG and just
yeah.
kind of shoot your shot? I think you should be pretty proud of it. I mean,
Yeah, I was a little disappointed. That's the
Yeah.
word. But
but at least it's just kind of
Yeah,
like,
it's
hey,
like-
I tried.
it's
Yeah, you
like,
tried
okay,
at
she's not
least.
as cool as I thought she is then.
Yeah.
Right? At least give me like shoot me down, or like,
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's ghosting,
No,
right?
it's ghosting, and
Yeah.
then there's probably
Wait.
competition at the club.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
like,
yeah. I mean, girls
you
are
don't know,
different.
You don't know what the fuck happened
Like,
after.
yeah, maybe exactly. Maybe
Yeah.
she was on some other dude or whatever,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
her DMs are overflowed, and like, I don't know. It's different. It's different.
Yeah, it was fun. This funny story because I was at Escape, and this was back in like 2018, and then I'm super stiff. Just kind of growing up, never really asked a girl, and I was literally asking my friend, I'm like, dude, how are you supposed to ask a girl to dance? She's like, I don't know, you just go ask her. And then I like turned around, really cute like girl behind me. I went up to her, I'm like, hey, do you want to dance? She's like, no, I'm dancing. And then like I watch, and then like I go back, I'm like, okay, I got rejected, but I didn't feel bad about it. And then I just keep watching back behind me. And there's another guy who asks the same girl. She's like, no, says the same thing. And then throughout the whole night, there's probably like 3 more guys that ask the same girl. And I was like, dude, that's crazy. It's just like, from a girl's perspective, there's like 5 people hitting on you at
Just
one time.
fucking
Dude,
people
exactly.
thirsty,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a similar situation, but we'll get
You
into
had
that.
a similar
We'll get
situation.
into that because our topic is about girls and pre-relationship, how to talk
That's
how,
true.
how to talk to them. Do we slide into DMs and stuff? But before we get into that, let's get to Ming real quick.
Yeah.
Anything?
What's new with you,
Because
man?
you didn't go to Slander with us. Anything new with you that you want to share?
No, not really.
Okay. All right. Let's just get into the main topic, which is pre-relationship advice. Currently, only one of us are in a relationship, so Ming will give us some
Words of wisdom.
words of
Insight,
insight. Right?
you know?
He is the
GOAT.
the GOAT right now. Right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Raymond is like the ladies' man, the game, or many names, but
He means that.
currently it's Ming is just one tier higher, unfortunately. But
You're like,
Unfortunately.
What? I don't even.
you're like the
Ming
same-
is just the guy.
I don't got games though.
You don't need games. You got the game.
You don't need game because you already
You hooked it up.
You're,
With yourself.
that's true.
Yeah.
yeah, so pre-relationship, how it starts, obviously we have to talk to girls, or they talk to us. Most of the time is the guy doing the
most of the
talking.
time We initiate.
Do you guys have like an approach to it at all?
Why you have to look at me?
I don't know. I kind of just want to start with
I'm
you,
just trying to
Brandon.
go
because-
casual about it.
just casual about it. How do you do it? What do you get the nerves, or
I get the nerves.
how
but
often do you do it? Can you give
I
us
don't
some
do
of
it
that
that
details?
often. Not too often for me.
Okay.
I still get kind of pretty nervous about it.
Yeah, about rejection and stuff.
Yeah.
I really find myself, I spot this girl, right? This is like maybe like a club
Club setting.
scenario setting. It really takes me a while because I run scenarios in my head. I run conversation.
Yeah.
But I'm eyeing her, like, not creepily, like
looking
oh,
all the
yeah,
time.
Oh
right?
yeah. But I'm like,
You're like,
okay, I'm like,
But, like, you're jamming out.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go now. You're like, okay, she's with some of her friends, or maybe she's alone. All right, is it a good time to come in now? Like, you're really running these scenarios in your head. Does that happen to you, or?
I think for me, I tend to overthink about it, and it's pretty much like shy away from it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I haven't been like used to that situation.
Yeah, you definitely have to.
It's like you gotta. It's a weird feeling like because like you had to overcome the fear of like rejection.
Rejection, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
This Brandman guy got a girl's number at a bar before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did, and then fucking.
How'd that
my
happen?
friends took pictures and it was fucking
His
like
friends
cock
were like,
blocking.
his friend was like, "Oh damn, Brandon's talking to a girl. Ooh, Brandon's getting a number. Ooh,
Dude.
and you're like,
They're
they took out their phone and start
There was
filming.
like a flash too, and I was like, "What's wrong with you people? I'm just trying to talk to this girl."
Dude, they hella cock blocked you.
Dude.
Yeah.
They probably made the girl hella uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, I was like, "Oh, this is fucking over."
How'd that happen though? Like,
What you?
I think she just showed interest in like what my drink was, and I was like, "Oh,
okay.
shit, this is this," and then I was like, "Hey, you want to grab a drink?" And then the friends came and it's cock blocked.
Wait, so did she take initiative, or
Huh?
like she went up to you first, or
Yeah.
you?
Okay.
Dude, I wish that
Wait,
happened
did
to me,
she
bro.
did she come up to you, or was she like just like sitting next
She was
to you?
like near me.
Oh.
Hey, but at least she talked to you and initiated.
Oh yeah,
That's rare and it really makes your job a lot easier in a sense.
yeah, that's
Oh
true.
yeah, 100%.
Because you're not seen as desperate. You're not seen as
Yeah,
someone with
typically-
an ulterior motive because
most
she's
of
the
the
one that
time-
came up to you.
Yeah,
so,
when you initiate, it seems like that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Raymond?
In terms of like a club setting, yeah, no. So I'm
you could talk about. We could get into that,
Okay.
like what kind of setting as
Okay,
well that
so-
you're more comfortable.
So in the club rave setting, I'm totally with you in terms of like scenarios, and I think that's the issue is like your biggest enemy is yourself.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah,
So
yeah.
sometimes you just gotta freak. So I think my first couple events is like, okay, obviously you want to like dance with someone, right? But at the same time, it's like I also didn't want to like keep tunneling on just like finding someone because like, okay, boom, the event's over, and it's like, damn, you just feel like shitty because like you didn't get anyone either, you're too tunneled,
Yeah.
and then you didn't really hang out with your friends either.
Dude,
that happened for a couple events.
That
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, that happens. Also, like just to build off that, the tunneling
Yeah.
of wanting to
To dance.
dance with someone, girls can actually feel that.
Yeah.
They
Like
can,
your
yeah.
vibe, your
Like you feel
energy.
too focused on it.
Yeah, they're like you're
Yeah.
too desperate. They can actually feel that shit.
Dude,
It's
I-
probably how you talk, maybe how you present yourself. It's just
Yeah.
like, dude, you're trying too hard.
Yeah.
So that's why, Wesley, that's why he got
small
game
talk and
because
stuff,
he has good vibe,
Good energy. Yeah.
good vibe, and he's a ladies man. That's why he's like the girls can get comfortable with him,
No, agreed. Yeah.
right? So yeah,
We could all take like a page from his life right there. I see this guy all the time. I'm like, dude, how's this guy doing it? And what's one thing that he does well is like he doesn't just isolate the person he's trying to dance with. He
Like goes
kind
with the group, right?
kind of
Yeah.
converses with the whole group because
Yeah.
the biggest issue really is if you're just trying to isolate one person, the friend is gonna be like
Yeah, it's fucking like,
take you back, like no.
It's
do that,
weird,
like-
yeah.
that's such a good point, actually.
No, it happened before. I was like trying to ask someone, and she was like, no. I'm like, what's going on here? She's like, she just
Like,
took
no,
it
no,
away.
no, no, no.
Yeah. So,
Dude, that's actually one of the biggest points to Wesley's like
Yeah.
success is because
Most
he
of the time you
includes the
vibe with
whole
the
he
group,
vibes
yeah.
with the
Yeah.
whole group. He talks with the whole group. He makes like small comments and like nice comments
yeah.
to different people. Maybe that's why.
yeah.
Because a lot of times we do just isolate someone,
Mhm.
just talk to that one person. Yeah, and the friends get like protective. Like, hey man.
Yeah,
who are you, right?
but like you kind of went with slander after party. The fact that you kind of like talked to the group and kind of asked like that's solid because at least you got their permission. They're not gonna like come in and go like,
Who the fuck
hey,
is this
like,
random
who
guy?
is this random guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's definitely a learning experience.
Yeah.
I have to say, it's like, yeah, you just play in your mind, just like,
All right, we're going
okay,
to.
I need to talk with her friends.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna introduce myself to them
Alright.
and try to be cool with it.
yeah. Time to go to the club next week.
No, a club setting is a lot harder, but yeah, for me, I feel like I just kind of ask the girl first, and then, or no, I have like, I'm literally like sometimes like I'm trying to position. I'm like, okay, I literally like if I ice someone, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get closer, right? And then it takes me probably like 10 minutes. I'm just like in my head, I'm like, bro, like what are you, in my head, I'm like, bro, what are you doing, dude? Like just do it. And I'm like, nah, she's gonna be like, nah. But then I kind of think to myself, I'm like, okay, if I don't ask, like, am I gonna regret it? If that answers is yes, then I'm like, okay. So I just ask, and then if she says no, I'm just like, yeah, no problem. But like, I guess I'm kind of like messed up because I don't ask the name initially, because if they say no, I don't really care because I'm moving on to the next person.
Right.
But
so this happened to me. It was during Millennium. Well, I think it was Millennium in Vegas a couple years. Oh, Reno. Right.
Yeah.
And I saw this white girl on my
I think I was
my
there.
left side in the front.
Yeah, I saw you.
You were there, right?
Yeah.
I was there. I was right
Right?
next to you. Yeah.
Dude, she was so pretty. Like,
yeah.
She was
God
really tall. Yeah.
damn, but she was tall, but I don't give a shit. I was like, and yeah, for the longest time, I was over there, right? And I was like, dude, I was like, dude, I'm gonna go now.
Dude,
I was like,
I was there. I was seeing himself like hyping himself up. It's like,
I couldn't though. I was like,
He was like, "Oh man, I want to talk to her. I want to go there."
Wait, was he telling you guys about her?
Yeah, he was telling us. He was telling us.
oh shit, this girl's fucking.
yeah. I was.
Like all of us were like hyping him. I was like, "Hey man,
just go. It was
Come
like,
on, man."
just go. And I was like, and just a couple songs went by. I'm just can't do it. But in my mind, I also thought about would I regret it?
Yeah.
Right. That went through my mind, and yes, I would. So I was like, I need to go. And another thing, there was like a couple next to me that was like, doing their thing.
Oh, so that kind of stimulated. You're like, damn, dude. You
No, not because of that. I'm not like turned on because I'm seeing that. It's just like I'm trying to get to her. But they're like,
You're like, "Oh no way."
yeah. And the guy gave me a dirty look, and I totally understand because I keep bothering them in a sense, because you don't like people bumping into you when you're having a good ass time.
Was it super crowded?
It was
Millennium.
Millennium.
It was really crowded.
But in the end, I did go. I just squeezed through. I feel hella bad. Talked to her. It's like, hey, you want to dance? And she said no. I was like, whatever. I came back.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, at least you tried. I was like, yeah, I tried. I'm back now.
Well, we were all saying like the girl initially, it seems like she wasn't having a good time because she wasn't like dancing. She had her like.
Yeah, she was like that.
Yeah.
And another thing is, after that, I saw a couple guys went up to her as well. And then she rejected all of them as well. So I didn't feel as bad. Yeah. I was like, okay, maybe she's just wanting to be having alone time or just by herself.
Or she just had a bad night.
Or bad night. It ain't me. I'm good.
Yeah, dude. If there's anything you got out of this, Alex, it means you have good taste, bro. I mean, there's clearly 4 other guys going out to the same one, dude. Was she by herself or like with a group?
I don't know. She was probably with her crew, but I don't remember her like being super interactive with her friends or anything like that.
She pretty closed off.
Right. Yeah.
Super funny. So back at Escape in 2019, we had the same kind of scenario, but it was just like we all like were looking at we're all scoping out, and then we see this like kind of cute girl dressed in like a little angel costume, and then literally our whole group was like and then I was scared, and then we all knew, and then they're like, okay, let's go ask. But I asked my cousin, because my cousin's kind of like more big energy, he can probably go for it. So we're all hyping him out. We're like, same thing, we're like, all right, go for it. And he asked, and he's like, she wasn't down. But the same thing, it was just like we all isolated someone, and we're just like all looking at them and hyping them up. But at the end of the day, at least like someone tried.
Yeah, you just have to change our approach and our way of
learning game.
Yeah, I guess. How about you, Ming?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about your single days, or you want to give us some days. How do you do it?
So when I first started, like I think it was like Crush. I forgot what year it was. It was like
was it before COVID?
Yeah, before COVID. I think me and Alex were just like going up to girls and be like, "Hey, you want to dance?" kind of thing.
2020.
we didn't even introduce ourselves.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
it became like a thing, dude. Do you want to dance?
Do you want to dance?
You gotta make sure you get this hand movement, all right?
Oh my Jesus!
The longer you charge is like Smash Bros. You know?
Wait, you guys actually went up to someone and was like,
"Hey, you want to?"
That was like, I choose you.
Yeah. You're the one.
Yeah.
I think like you said, it was just not a good night. We were just like tunneling. I think we asked like 34 girls to straight up, "Hey, you want to dance?" And then Alex was like, hey, has that girl? And I asked her, And he was like, "Oh yeah, it's fine, dude. I asked her before."
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, but it's all about like learning experience too. Because I remember my first rave was Seven Lions, and I had this image of raving where it's like super crazy, and obviously when I came, all the girls were dressed like that, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's how I imagined it. Nice.
Yeah.
But I remember we're like sitting down at Bill Graham in the basement floor or whatever, and there's this girl that's like, I guess,
Oh, I remember.
against the wall.
I remember, yeah.
And I went up to her. I shouldn't have done that, because she was most likely waiting for a man to use the restroom.
Oh yeah.
And it's just really awkward asking someone when
Yeah,
they're
that's
chilling
weird.
at the restroom
Yeah,
area.
that's kinda
But that was like my first time, like, raving.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
learned from it, because I really didn't think anything about it. I thought she was just by herself, and then it was okay for me to like go up to her. But nah, like, and she was nice about it too. But obviously,
Yeah.
it was just, don't do that, right?
I remember this.
Yeah.
This guy was hyping himself up
Yeah, I was
so
hyping
much
myself
too,
up.
to
I
try to
was
talk
like-
to her. And then he was standing next to her, and he didn't talk to her. And he was like getting a little bit closer.
Yeah.
It's going
It's
back
just-
and forth. It's like,
it's just learning. You gotta learn the experience. But we talked about a lot of like raves and stuff. But how about other scenarios?
Sorry, is this me or
Just like anyone,
start off with Brandon real quick?
because I'm pretty sure we're all three of us are trying to find get into a serious relationship, right? Would
Yeah.
you say that, or you're
Ideally,
you're
yeah.
still at the hoeing phase?
No, I think we're
Ideally, would want connection.
I'm kind of more on settling down. Yeah. I would
Yeah.
say.
Would you guys be okay with finding? Do you think like girls, or like the connection that you find at raves and stuff, clubs, are
I feel
Like
like that's
relationship.
not. Most of the time, it's not really like.
Most of the time it's
relationship.
not?
It's like one in like a dozen. Like,
yeah, 1 in a dozen. Yeah.
It's hard. It's harder in that type of setting because they're more of a younger crowd. Not
It's a
Right.
most of the time. It's like not ready to settle.
It's
down.
Right,
a different,
right.
different,
It's-
more different demographics, because then they're more like party hardy.
Let's-
type.
yeah,
Let's go
there's a
round,
reason
let's
why
go.
they're there, right? They're
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to enjoy their life
Drink,
and stuff.
enjoy.
Exactly. So do you guys, try to meet girls or talk to girls in like scenarios other than like clubbing and raving and stuff? Because I know clubbing and raving, it gets a little easier because
Just the
maybe
setting.
there's a setting
the
or
setting is,
influence
like,
of the
everyone's
alcohol
open
and
and
stuff.
shit.
Yeah, everyone's having fun. But do you guys see yourself like hitting up, like walking up to someone? Other scenarios.
I personally haven't like done an outside.
Me
So,
neither.
to answer your question about the demographics, I think some of the people I follow up with after, like, if depending on how young they are, they're probably not gonna work out, especially in our age. So we're like what, 25, 26. So if you find someone that's probably still in college, the mindset is different because they're still in that college phase. And then some people I follow up with, they're like, yeah, I'm just trying to, pretty young. I think
Exactly.
I was like 19. They're
Just
like,
trying to
I think
party
we've been
and
through
shit.
that. Yeah.
I'm just trying to join like a sorority, and then here's me, here's us, she's talking about our quarter life prices over here. So
What
it's
was- what's our next job?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly,
Yeah.
dude. It's different times, and
Yeah.
it's scary because like people, they do say like as you get older, dating becomes harder.
Yeah.
Stuff.
But I think the next easiest thing for kind of guys, because I think it's hard because like it's very interesting to kind of approach people at like different settings, like maybe a coffee shop, and then people tell me like, if you since you go to the gym, or you guys go to the gym, like what's kind of the protocol for kind of approaching people at the gym? I feel like they're just there to do their own thing. So
Yeah, girls. I think the code is like
You have to be very
guy. You can
casual
only
about it.
talk
can't,
about.
like-
You can only talk to the girl if they talk to you. Most of the time, you don't want
Most
to
of the
approach
time,
them at all.
Sometimes you can approach them depending on like what you talk about, of course.
Wow.
dude, I feel like there's some guys, and those like super like gym heads, go up to a girl and they're just like, hey, you want me to help you work on your form or stuff? And then and
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. Yeah.
yeah. And then
I mean, I have a friend who does that.
depending on the intentions too, like Like some are actually there to like help you because they see like, hey, this guy's gonna fuck something up, right?
True.
But then some are like clearly not, for the wrong reasons. So then it's like depending on the vibe.
Yeah.
Depending on vibe, yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of like approaching people, like I watched like like Simple pick up those videos and stuff, kind of growing up or something, and I'm like, dude, I do not have the balls to do that. But
yeah, it's not.
I think the next easiest one I think for guys was kind of like I think dating apps.
Dating apps
Or going to like having an interest meet up, and then you just talk with like group of people.
Right. Yeah, dating apps. Would you guys? Oh yeah, that keeps following you.
Yeah, it's not in a good location.
Because I know my friend, he does volleyball and he meets a lot of girls like that because they have similar interests.
Yeah.
So you can either
it's better in a group setting. Like, I think unless you're like really confident in yourself to approach a girl.
Yeah,
on, like,
I think
streets
it's
or something,
group setting
and not be worried about it.
Yeah, and then be friends first, right? And maybe something can happen.
To some extent.
To some extent, you can't like be
maybe
friends. Otherwise, you get into that friend zone situation.
Right.
You don't want to. That's always like.
So speaking of like location and stuff, would you guys want to date a coworker?
Oh,
I don't mean your current girlfriend.
I don't think I would be comfortable dating a coworker because if shit went wrong, then it's fun.
Then you're still stuck with her.
Wait, just don't make it be wrong then. I mean, just make it work.
Bro, it doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that.
Hey, bro, life just goes on, man.
He's telling you to land it. He's telling you to land it, stick it.
So the thing is, like, dating coworkers, like, for guys, it's the work setting is an opportunity for sure. You're working every day. There's people your age, hopefully, and you guys interact. So maybe it's easy to open up conversation that way and get to know them. But also, I agree with Brandon. Through personal experience too, it's like if you break it off, it's so awkward. If she's in like a higher position than you, or you're in a higher position, that's very awkward too. You want to avoid that.
Yeah.
And if you guys fight, you might bring the fight to the work place as well.
It brings like this,
and it's hard to control your emotions.
Like a bias or a prejudice against them.
And then like you could get jealous too, like during work, dude. You're like, dude, why is she talking to this dude? Huh?
Yeah.
Like you're kinda,
and then that guy's just her boss or something. But then you're just in their own mindset.
She's fucking her boss. So personally, I get it. Like it's easy way to get to know someone and stuff, but I would like to avoid it now through experience. You will be cool with it. You're like, I can make it work.
No, I'll just completely go. No, but I'm kind of with you. I feel like it kind of depends. So if they're in your same department, probably not. But if let's say like I'm in accounting, so if I'm doing like assurance and they're like in the tax side, I don't really interact with them.
Okay.
Then it's like, okay, fine. Or it's like, let's say you guys do like a company happy hour and then it's like another team that you don't usually interact with and you meet them through there, then okay, I'm okay with that.
Okay, that's a good point.
But usually I'm kind of more on the I'll try not to, but if there's like a vibe that happens, then I still think you can kind of take the opportunity to go from there. But I would probably be more on the not the best idea.
Yeah, it's like if they work with you daily, then I wouldn't be comfortable.
Yeah.
It'd be weird.
Okay. All right. So what are your go-to then for talking to girls in general?
So
let's give out some of these tips.
So I feel just to talk to girls in general.
Yeah, just to talk to girls in general. What you learned through your own experience?
Okay, so we're just talking strictly like talking, or trying to get like romantically talking.
Trying to
romantic.
Trying to get to know them and just maybe have something there.
Yeah, so I feel like, and this kind of applies to everyone. I feel like I can talk to girls easier than guys, honestly, just because like if I show vulnerability or I'm pretty transparent, girls like that, and they kind of can like tell me. Girls like tell me like a lot of kind of like how they're feeling and stuff, and which can be a bad thing because you get friend zoned. But I do have a lot of friends that are girls, like kind of over here, kind of like maybe in SoCal or something like that.
Sure.
But I would say like honestly, just kind of be open, be transparent, And one thing that's always important, just because I kind of read some books, like people always like talking about themselves. So like just ask open-ended questions. Just show interest.
Yeah.
Don't always just kind of talk about yourself. Like at one point, eventually they want to talk about themselves. So if they're talking about themselves, just kind of follow up and don't make it like a forced conversation. Because like when I just did like interviews with kind of like, just talking to like recruiters and stuff, like I would have questions in my head, but I think the best way is just to kind of
go with the flow.
Yeah, go with the flow. So if I ask you an open-ended question, like, okay, like how's your day been? And you're like, oh, I like cooked something or something, and I just follow up like through that. So it's more natural.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of the easiest way to approach. And then depending on how the vibe gets, you can just kind of like, hey, do you want to get like coffee or something? Kind of go from there.
Yeah, just be very casual about it.
Yeah, and then I guess kind of from there, you really want to like kind of establish like what you're trying to do at that point. It's like, because I feel like if you're gonna show romantic interest, you don't want to wait too long and just kind of like,
because otherwise they'll think you're like just a friend or something.
Yeah, so I would probably say like, do you want to go on a date versus like, do you want to hang out? Because it shows like some sort of like intention,
like interest. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you're trying to be engaging first of all, and I would say like don't be so uptight. I guess
more like introductory.
Right, and then just be more engaging, and therefore in a way you can get rid of the awkwardness of the small talk. Because you can't avoid small talks, right? Do you agree? When you meet a stranger, when you're trying to first time meeting someone,
it's very hard.
You're always gonna ask.
You always have to ask, like,
well, how you doing? How's your week? Right?
How's your week?
But Raymond, what you said, it's like, okay, I'm a listen to what she's saying. Maybe she said she cooked something. Okay, I'm gonna go off on that. Show interest, and that way you can kind of get rid of the awkwardness.
And then let's say this is Brandon talking to someone, and then she's like, yeah, I do cooking, and then she's like, oh, what do you cook? And then Brandon's going like, oh, I cook too. Hey, maybe we should do a cooking day. And then boom, it's over.
Yeah, another thing is you got to be kind of fast with it as well. You don't want to drag it on and get friend zoned, or like she might get bored or get sick. You have to be good with the your pace. Right?
It's like an equal exchange though.
Right.
She has to like show interest too and initiate some questions as well. You can't be the one.
Right. Hopefully she can,
because like it's gonna be like, oh man, this guy's kind of
So as guys, you also have to catch on to her vibe as well, not just yourself. You want to make sure that she's into it as well. Kind of asking you questions.
Yeah.
If she's not, then you're like, nah, she ain't worth it.
Yeah,
let's move on. If she's not interested, right? Maybe she just wants me here to.
You're gonna have moments of like, it's gonna be like awkward silence.
Yeah.
But you just have to be comfortable with it, because it just happens. It's not.
Right.
Yeah. So if you're like asking, like, let's say you're trying to like ask her to like go on a date, right? And then if she like rejects you just straight up, then she's probably not interested. But how I usually tell is like, if they're kind of interested, they'll kind of propose like an alternate date. So if you go like, hey, you want to do like Sunday, and they're just like, nah, I'm busy. But on the other hand, if they're like, oh, no, I'm busy, but I can do like Monday, Tuesday, it's like, okay, she's proposing an alternative. So then that shows some interest. The other girl, like, if she says no, you can maybe like kind of follow up again, but if it's the same answer, it's like, okay.
But if it's just like a straight up no,
you could catch on.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah.
Right. So before we get into, I guess that's kind of a red flag, right?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Before we get into red flags and stuff, I want to have Ming come in a little bit, because
the goat, the
one that's actually in a relationship. If you don't mind talking about it a little bit, who initiated, how did it happen? Because she was your coworker.
Yeah. But since we were working part-time, right, we don't always work every day and like always at the same schedule. We don't always work at the same schedule. Every week's different. So that's how I met her.
Quick question. Before like you guys kind of met, what was your kind of preconception about kind of dating in the workplace? Like, were you okay with it prior, or you didn't really think too much of it?
Well, for me, I was like, for sure, I ain't gonna work here long term. So
gotcha.
I was gonna leave. So at least, if we start dating, then maybe at the same time I can, push myself to start looking for another job. That makes a good incentive to look for a new job. Otherwise, I'll just get stuck there too.
Gotcha.
So
be like a manager there, which you don't want.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was the one who first initiated. I was like interested like in her personality, for characteristics, for sure. Like she was a lot different from like a lot of the girls that I know and I met. So that got me interested. So I just started talking to her. we text each other because like we're coworkers, so we talk about like schedules, but then we also talk about like, oh, you know, how's your day and stuff like that. She was a student. She was graduating, like she has one more year, so I was helping her on like some of the classes, writing stuff, because I was still like freshly grad, so I can still like handle, you know, like writing essays, stuff like that. It wasn't too hard. So yeah, and then we got like dinner and stuff like that, like after work or stuff like that. So that's how we started hanging out more.
Oh, and was you doing most of the initiation to dinner and stuff, or she also?
So initially it was me who did most of the initiating, and then gradually she started like opening up, like that type of ordeal where, you know, you started first,
yeah,
and then they start opening up, and so
would you say you guys are like friends first?
Yeah.
I'll say we're friends first, yeah, for sure.
So at what point did it like shift into a relationship?
Or romantically?
Yeah,
you were
romantically.
interested? Yeah.
Like how did that come about?
Like initially,
you know,
before you asked her to hang out, were you kind of interested, or you just
I
wanted to see how it
was slightly interested, but I wasn't interested in like romantically. I was interested like, oh, this person is fun.
Oh,
like
yeah.
maybe I can hang out with
Get
her,
to know her more.
Yeah, and she can hang out with my friend groups and stuff like that. So yeah, so it started out as like friends, and then it gradually became like a romantic relationship.
Gotcha.
Okay. When you guys first dating, were you guys still coworkers, or you just, like you said, once you guys start dating, you're like, you quit already, or before you dated?
Once we started dating, we were still coworkers, and we're just hiding it from other coworkers.
Was it weird? Have you guys worked together during when you guys were dating, or?
Yeah, we have. It's actually not bad.
It's not bad.
When we
Just
work
more
together.
fun. Right?
Yeah. It's a little bit more fun. Yeah.
How long were you still working there for, like the dating period? Like maybe a couple more months, or?
Yeah. It's actually a couple more months. It's actually like 3 or 4 months.
Gotcha.
But it's like I said, she only works like part time, and I was working part time too. So I only see her like maybe like at work like twice a week.
Nice.
Okay.
So.
Did any of your insecurities project into your work life at all?
Like what do you mean? Like what do
I don't know. Just like I'm jealous of this guy. Is she talking to this?
talking?
Are they?
This is like imagine like Alex
Are they
pulls
making
up.
coffee together and holding hands?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
That's like a movie, bro. No, stop.
I'm a stock then.
Yeah, or like, or imagine like a guy like Alex is coming up like as a customer,
Oh,
and then she's just like all smiling, and then you're just looking at like, dude, holy snap, dude. Yeah, I get. This is a good question over here.
Oh no, so I wasn't really too worried about like customers or coworkers. We only have 1 or 2 other male coworkers, and one's married, and then the other guy, he's like, I don't know, he's weird.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So,
Cool.
and then in terms of customers, like most of our customers are regulars, so we more or less know the customers. So
Alright.
I wasn't too insecure, but I do get somewhat insecure in the beginning of the relationship,
Right.
because she was still in school, right? So she has like
The
classmates,
school part.
male
Okay.
classmates and stuff like that. Like she talks to them, and they talk to her. Like they help each other in class.
Yeah.
And I don't really know the classmate because I'm not in the class.
Yeah.
But like after the semester's over, and then like some time goes by, the insecurity goes by as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing, bro.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah, man.
I hope you guys have a great relationship.
Yeah, man.
Good luck on your marriage.
Brandon's like, I'm waiting to RSVP right now, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's my invite?
Yeah, man. This guy just want to be the best man.
Yeah, I want to be best man and be at the bar the whole time.
Wait, how is it kind of being in a relationship versus like single?
Yeah, what changed?
So definitely there are
What are your pros? Like,
You
you
get
know,
way
Pros and
less.
cons.
there are definitely like pros and cons.
You get way less time
Yeah, you get
to yourself.
Yeah, you kind of have a little less time for yourself to, you know, like discover yourself. Like, oh, like do I like this? Or I don't like this, you know? Like how would I know?
Yeah, you spend a lot more money.
Yeah, you definitely will spend a lot more money.
Yeah.
for your first couple of dates, how's the paying situation? I'm always curious on like, are you paying or like
The paying
kinda
situation.
splitting
So
up?
when we were friends, right? Like I think we were splitting it.
Yeah.
And then like when we do the initial whole like dating, I was the one who's paying most of the time. Yeah, I was the one who's paying most of the time. But then she offers to pay, right? But then
Yeah.
I was like, nah, your money's no good here.
Dude, it's actually a really cool thing, like a big bonus for me if the girl
Yeah, she offers it.
like,
I'd be like, oh, I'm down.
like in the beginning too, not when it's after a while. She's like, yeah, I got this. Like she's hella.
But it's like if she
cool
doesn't
about
like
it.
initiate all of this.
And she's like, and I'm like,
I ain't wasting my money.
But I was like, oh, expected. Yeah.
True. But I guess that's the culture, though.
Yeah, that's the culture. But
Kind of like.
yeah, that's kind of a red flag too, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about little red flags. You know, when talking to someone, what are some of the things that you have seen before or you take notice of, and like red flags in a girl that you're like, okay, I'm out?
I think red flags for me, what I think kind of like what we talked about is like if you're just asking all the questions and she's just giving like mundane responses, like one word, no open-ended questions on your end, so clearly she's not interested or she just doesn't care. And then the money part isn't too much of a red flag, because I talked to some of my friends too. They're like, yeah, I kind of want the guy to pay initially, but then eventually they're like, maybe the second, third, like if I'm still interested, like,
it's more it's kind of the culture. So yeah.
And then maybe like another one is just kind of like if they're kind of like, if you're kind of in the relationship maybe already, and then they're kind of not helping you kind of grow to kind of what you want to become. Let's say if you want to like up your career, and then she's just kind of holding you down or kind of stagnant or kind of like putting you down and not kind of encouraging you to kind of grow as like in a relationship, then it's clearly kind of a red flag to me. Yeah, because it's like that's just toxicity you don't really need, right? You know what I'm saying?
It's like saying like, yeah, you have a good job already. Why do you need to quit or move on?
Yeah, because I think you guys should like. I think an ideal relationship is just kind of like you guys should kind of like encourage each other and to kind of push each other. Like if she wants to do something, like if it's something pretty cool, like she wants to like do nursing or something, and she's like not feeling good about it, not feeling confident, like I expect you to kind of like push her to like get to that point, right? And the vice versa, you know what I'm saying? But if you're just like, nah, like that's not for you, I mean that's kind
of
red
like
flag,
very judgy, very judgmental.
Right.
So those are
like,
kind of two for me.
Yeah, we're like super inconsiderate as well. I mean, sometimes
also like insecurities too, like jealousy and stuff like that. If they don't respect your time or you're doing stuff,
or like clinginess.
It's like they ask for like a call or something, and then you're like, I can't do that, and they say like,
that's true.
Get like angry or something about that, and it's like, man, it's like, why?
Okay, how about like first kind of like date scenarios, where you met this person for the first time, and then she has like ugly nails. Is that like a no-go? I'm talking more on appearances right now, but
okay.
Okay, so appearances,
like if she has like ugly nails, like like nasty or like bad breath or
dude, that's just hygiene.
Oily hair,
of course.
Yeah, bad hygiene.
Yeah, they need to have good hygiene.
I'm with Ning here. I mean, I feel like
will you be like, yeah, it's okay, I'll give it another shot. Maybe they could shower.
As long as I feel like for me,
I'll tell them to shower.
So after the first day, hey, you text, hey, you kind of stink.
Like she's like your type, super pretty, but
I mean, yeah, they should have good hygiene. As long as they present themselves.
Okay. Dude, how is she pretty if she doesn't shower, bro?
I don't know.
Maybe
she could just have bad hygiene. You know.
That's interesting. I feel like I'm with Ning over here. Like I feel like it's just kind of like if you're coming out on a date, the expectation is for both parties to kind of put themselves out there and kind of try. So the fact that
if they didn't, you're like,
it's just like she clearly didn't like care about it as much, and she didn't value kind of the setting of the date. But if it was like a super off day or something, I don't know, she's been through a lot, maybe I'll kind of cut her some slack. But for the most part, I'm definitely need hygiene.
If you're going on a first date, right? Like let's say like you shave your face, all right, and then she like what? She don't cut her nails, bro. Like what the fuck, man?
But she's like telling you her sob story, but then you smell her breath and you're like, never mind.
And your breath kind of stinks.
Okay. Hey, any red flags?
Any red flags? I would definitely ask about like hobbies and friends. This way it shows like, she has other stuff she's interested besides just her career.
That's a good one, yeah.
That's a good one, yeah.
That's great.
Very practical.
Talk about interests.
I would ask about like what you and your friends been up to. This way doesn't show like she's alone and she's going to depend on you if you guys get in a relationship.
How about job wise?
In terms of job wise,
yeah. Like let's say that she has a job, but maybe not as
not
high
like
paying,
not like a
corporate
highly
job, or she doesn't have a college degree.
I mean,
do you guys care about that?
fine.
Not as ideal as you would.
It's not ideal, but if it's like if you guys vibe, well, firstly for me, if you vibe well and you kind of push her to do stuff, but if she like doesn't push herself to do those things like for herself, then it's
then
not
that's
really
fine.
gonna work
Well,
out.
it's fine. I mean, like if you're supporting her, like say like you're supporting her like emotionally,
yeah, but I'd rather
to get her to.
I'd rather
go
get
up.
her like growing, but if she,
Yeah.
like she doesn't
Right.
like
for
put
me,
any effort to do
yeah,
that, then
it's for me. It's like it's not about like where she is right now.
It's
Maybe
about where
she's trying.
you-
Maybe
where
she's
you
trying to
can
figure
be.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as long as she's putting that effort, really telling me her ideas or her goals, that's awesome. And
I think that's the thing. It's just effort,
yeah,
really.
it's-
If
it's
she's
telling
putting
me-
in effort into herself and the relationship, then that's what you should be looking for. But if there's like no effort at all, then like why waste your time, right?
right. And
Totally agree with you guys.
Yeah. One more thing is I think we kind of touched on this in our other podcast before with Simon. It's like her mental state.
oh yeah, they don't have a good.
Would you if she gets like she's super anxious or she has like a little it's down, would
So-
you be okay with that? Where you feed off that energy and you're just like nah?
So I think, and I don't know about you guys, I feel like if they're in that mental state, I feel like they're not ready to be in a
Yeah,
relationship.
yeah.
And
No,
then, like,
I've experienced that before.
yeah,
It's
because
not a great time. It's terrible.
I have some friends that they have I feel like everyone has their own insecurities. There's a lot going on, but I feel like you really want to figure out yourself out before like you kind of get with someone. Otherwise, it's just kind of like a lot of baggage coming over, and then it's that that baggage kind of flows to the next person, and then you guys just both feel bad, and then you guys are just going downward downward spiral when you guys should be going up. Yeah.
So don't even try talking to any girls.
Yeah.
Get your mind right. Get yourself right
Yeah,
first
yeah.
before
It's all about what you want.
Always get yourself right first.
That way you can show your confidence and all that.
Yeah,
And that-
exactly.
If
that
you're dealing with
shows.
like insecurities, then you focus kind of too much on it, and
So-
it seeps into the relationship.
Right. All right. So I guess we're almost time, right? Yeah. Last couple questions is relationship, folks. What's your plan?
Relationship folk,
Wait, what's gonna take you to the next level with your relationship?
next level.
Like
Next
kind of
level.
like
Marriage.
what are next steps you guys want to do to kind of like
Y'all,
enhance it or
y'all
things?
trying to travel or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're making some plans on traveling next year.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. So we're just gonna like see like different places. See
Okay, and
different
then
things. Change up.
strengthen the relationship, change the environment and the. Okay.
Yeah. So that's basically the next goal for
Any
now.
specific locations?
We're looking at Hawaii for now because I think I have like 2 weddings to attend to.
Oh,
Everyone's
Hawaii.
at Hawaii, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Oh, he's
Hawaii.
going to Hawaii
I'm
too,
going
right?
to Hawaii.
Are you going to Hawaii?
He's going to Hawaii
I'm going
too.
to Hawaii in 2
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah.
Oh, in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
With your family?
Brandon's going Hawaii next year too.
Next
Oh my!
year.
Dude, I feel like everyone's going to Hawaii because of like the COVID guidelines. You can't really travel internationally.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
But Vegas next year.
Vegas. And single boys, which is 3 of us. So
Yes,
what's
that's us.
Wait, you sure you signed on that?
I am, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking sad.
You can change that out the door. Dude.
And you're just leaving Brandon then.
So what are
I'll
some
be okay.
what are some actions and plans and where you want to be
Like next
with
steps.
girls?
Yeah.
Hopefully in the next year, maybe
Next
the
year?
next couple years.
Yeah.
What are
'cause-
some of the things?
So
that
are you
want-
planning to get a girlfriend but within a year?
Or like
How are you gonna meet new people?
yeah, like what is the next steps or
Yeah,
action
yeah.
plan to kind of get there?
Yeah.
Brandon,
I
go.
think the next step is joining like a group like setting where you're interested. Like, for me, I'd probably do like cooking or something.
Okay.
Cooking.
How would you join that?
You would just have to go yourself to one of those like
the
meetups.
classes.
Yeah, one of those classes.
Oh, they have those meetups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
And
like
just,
Facebook
casually,
meetups and, like-
hey, you've been cooking, like yeah.
Right. Like Lawrence went to the
Yeah,
pumpkin
the
patch
pumpkin
thing.
patch. He went
okay.
to the pumpkin
yeah,
patch
yeah,
thing.
yeah. That's a good idea.
wait, what was
okay.
this pumpkin patch for? Like,
It was like a group thing on Facebook.
Oh.
And then he went. I forgot to ask him about that yesterday.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's interesting.
So you're kind of trying to expand your friend group.
Yeah.
So even if like, you know, like you talk to a girl and you're interested, but she's not, you can still be friends.
Right.
And then eventually like it kind of like spider webs from
Right.
there.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah, you meet their friends.
Yeah,
you know,
meet
maybe
their
friends.
their
And then
friends
maybe, like,
might be interested in you.
and then like that girl who you're friends with can like vouch for you.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Raymond?
Just putting myself out there more. So like, probably gonna get some dating app profiles ready.
Dating
hopefully by the end
apps.
of the
Oh, you
year.
gotta take photos, dude.
Yeah, that too.
Get the
Yeah.
photos.
I heard we're gonna do some photography, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then I was talking to one of my friends yesterday. We were talking about doing like ClassPass, so just like meeting people through that. So like she was like, "Hey, you should do Pilates with me," and then I'm like, "Okay."
shit.
And then you can just kind of meet people through. Yeah, it basically just kind of putting in your
Yeah.
in scenarios where you can kind of meet people because like
Yeah, same
Yeah.
with-
the past year and a half, I just literally been like at home and
Like
just
closed
working.
off
Yeah,
and everything.
I haven't been like thinking about dating, and then just working on yourself. Honestly,
Yeah,
just like
true.
you know, working out for you
Yes, sir.
guys, just having developing more hobbies, and then it's just like. For me, I kind of want to like dress better too, just to kind of put my confidence up.
Yeah,
So-
you're right,
so-
you're right.
These two as well.
dress
Yeah.
better.
yeah. So
To keep working on yourself.
yeah, and then
That's
you
kinda
know
my
if,
goal too.
if there's activity, yeah, you know the nightlife, but yeah, just putting in yourself in like multiple
Different
situations
scenarios.
where you're actually able to like meet people versus kind of like
we should,
me just staying at home.
boys, let's just do group
watching
activities.
YouTube.
Boys, let's go.
Yeah.
We'll
So
do some kayaking.
Yeah. That's actually that's actually a really good idea.
what about you, Alex?
Basically the same with you guys.
Yeah.
I might.
We initiate and just do group stuff, you know?
The online dating thing is. I'm on
Online
it right now.
dating
It's like
It's rough,
It's
dude.
rough right now, especially it's really rough with COVID. So
Yeah.
It's better to meet in person.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah, ideally, yeah.
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, so working on myself because I think I still need a lot more work, but just go with the flow. Maybe something will happen. I'm not going to keep
Yeah, you should
really like try and just keep my
you
mind
shouldn't
on that.
Focus
But
mainly on that.
hey, maybe I'll join you on something.
Yeah, let's do
'Cause
it.
Putting yourself in that social scenario, I haven't thought about that yet.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's always like work, club, or
Because
Right.
it's always like.
but there are other places and
Yeah,
more
most
social activity.
If it's like an interest or hobby you like, then
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you can definitely like they'll show interest in you and you
Yeah.
can show interest in them.
Yeah.
yeah,
it's
and
a
you
lot-
could just talk about it.
Yeah, it works a lot
specific
better
hobby,
than like
right?
approaching a random person on the street that you're interested in. It's hard
Cool.
to like initiate.
Yeah.
Cold calling and then just call up Ming for advice because it's gonna over here. You know what I'm saying?
Or call this guy.
I call up other couple friends for advice.
All right. I think we'll close it out.
Yeah.
Let's
that's
give
good.
some
It's a good time.
final advice, I guess,
Final
summary.
advice.
So what are some of the main important things that we talked about? First one is gotta work on yourself, right?
Work on yourself.
I think that's very important first. You gotta be in the
Be
right
open.
mindset.
Be open to the other person.
Be open to the other person. Be engaging to
Yeah.
avoid small talk, right? And
Be confident. I mean, I
confident.
think that's something we all have to work on.
Don't be
but-
scared to talk
yeah.
to girls, man. Just go up there and just be like, "Hey, what's up? My name is blah blah
Yeah,
blah."
look
blah,
at the
blah."
master.
Yeah, the
talking
master,
about it.
dude.
yeah, just
Yeah.
do that, right?
I think confidence is one of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, confidence. Yeah.
And
kinda
if
varies
you get
sometimes.
ghosted, if you get shot down, don't worry. It's like a
Yeah, it's just
numbers
another
game,
efficiency.
really.
Yeah, be confident, put yourself out there, and then take your own advice. So like, if you want a girl to be like hygienic and stuff, you guys should be doing the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
keep yourself clean, man.
Before you get all these comments,
Like,
people's like, hey,
shit.
well, these guys that come up here, they're just like, hey, they're not hygienic. Yeah, no, you guys, if you expect something, you should kind of do the same.
Yeah,
Take care of yourself first,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah,
should know
take
what you
take
want.
care of yourself first. Yeah,
Know what you want in a person at that point.
Yeah.
yeah. And final thing, I guess, is just don't rush it. Don't make it as your priority in life. I really think you should just go with the flow, and especially if you keep like fixating on it, they will notice like your energy
Yeah.
is off. You're in whatever setting. Like,
Yeah,
you're
makes
just
sense.
like you're just creepy. So yeah,
Yeah, that cleanliness, energy, and then that's just not it's not attractive.
That's not the way. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. All right. This is it for this week's episode. We want to thank
Our special guest, Raymond.
for coming in.
Yeah,
You know,
the
look at that
legend.
camera right there.
What's up?
Yeah. Anything you want to say? Anything you want to plug?
No, I just appreciate you guys kind of having me on and just slide into these 3 DMs.
Do you want to do that
yeah.
to the face?
Oh, the face.
Dude, that's what Simon did, dude.
Did
He did the
I
face,
think-
and he's like, "Hire me, please."
Most of us are uncomfortable. doing that.
I was like, "What's the face? You guys should have let me know, bro."
I'm just joking, but we appreciate you for coming.
Yeah,
on.
no, appreciate.
Will
you
we
guys
see
having
you
me on.
more? Are you
Yeah,
maybe
like,
some other time you want to come on?
Yeah,
again,
you guys want
right?
to? If you guys think
Yeah.
I'm worthy, you know.
Of course, dude. We had
Dude, I
a
hit you up all the time.
dude, we had a great ass time.
Yeah, for sure.
So thank you, Raymond,
Yeah.
and this is the GOONCAST. That's me. I'm Alex.
I'm
That's
Brandon.
Brandon, the usual. Thank you guys so much, and we'll be back soon. 2 weeks from now, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll be back.
we'll be back.
We'll be back. All right. Peace, guys.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye.